Oh, okay. So, I didn't make a video in a long time. Here we go. An hour long?
If you ever tried to create a 3D model from scratch, you know the
Okay.
struggle. You have a perfect reference image,
So,
but turning that 2D
On April 30th in 2009, on the website Something Awful, yes, that's the actual website's name, user Giro
I'm reacting to this, okay?
created a thread about how he usually makes paranormal images as his hobby, using Photoshop. And he wanted to create a little thread for people to share paranormal or horror themed Photoshop images. The user, Victor Surge, created these images and named the creature the Slender Man. And it took off across the internet. I'm pretty sure you already know who this is. Like, why did I even make this intro? But it took off and
Yeah. This is the main picture here.
became very popular. Countless fan-made images, horror stories, video
All of these stuff I'm seeing, I searched up on Google to see
games,
references.
creepypastas. You guys remember creepypastas, right?
Yes.
Or am I too behind with the times? What does the generation say nowadays?
Give it a like.
Phantom tax. God, I don't fucking know anymore.
No cussing, okay?
But he was a very popular thing on the internet, and while I can't remember the person who said the quote, he was by all means the internet's boogeyman. People added more and more theories and their own personal lore to him, such
How do you collect boogers at least if you have no nose, but I wish I could go and Pinocchio or Handsome Squidward, but none of them are that.
as how he had proxies or how he could distort your memory and give you this illness called the slender sickness. That's so fucking dumb. And for a while, popularity did die out, which makes sense. Anything popular becomes unpopular. And the fan base for Slender Man and stuff depicting him gradually became smaller and smaller. And eventually, something happened that more or less killed what little fan base was left. On May 31st in 2014, out in Waukesha, Wisconsin, during a game of hide and seek, two girls decided to pin down another girl and stab her over 19 times in total across her arms, legs, and torso.
Why?
When later asked why they did this, they said they wanted to become one of the proxies of Slender Man. This
You're joking.
created quite a big debate about what kids see on the internet. It's called Take Care of Your Kids, Don't Leave an iPad in front of their face. Thank you, my mother, for leaving her computer in the living room so she could see if I was watching really weird shit and yell at me. Shout out to my mom for that. It helped me not be as mentally ill. I'm sorry about that rant, but it's like whenever parents play video games or TV shows or movies for violence, it's like, my brother in Christ, you bought your kid the game. Read the age warning. I'm sorry for that.
Spelled epic long. It's EPIC, I think. I don't know. I see Slender Man behind me. I don't really care.
Rant, I just fucking hate parents who do that. Shout out to my mom for not being one of those parents. But anyway, after this, the Slender Man fan base, and by all means his popularity as this boogeyman on the internet, died out. He wasn't popular anymore, and often when you said you like Slender Man, people would associate you with the stabbing and probably call you a fucking psychopath. And the final nail in the coffin was the film that came out in 2018. Oh my god! Words can't describe just how
Chat, aka my comment section, because this is not a live stream. Should I watch the movie with y'all? Here, I'll book out a whole feather.
shit this film is. it was, by all means, the final nail in the coffin for Slender's popularity. And nowadays, I forget the damn dude exists. One day, I was on the internet, and I heard of a series called Marble Hornets that had quote-unquote Slender Man in him, but it's not. I'll explain it later. And so I decided, alright, I'll watch it. And so I spent 2 days watching season 1 and 2, and then the next day
We will not finish this. We'll stop at the 30-minute mark.
watching season 3. And compared to that shitty 2018 film, this is a fucking masterpiece.
Summer silence, I was getting violent. In the summer silence, I was doing nothing. In the summer silence, I was getting violent.
If you give me copyrighted, I swear to God,
In the summer silence, I was doing nothing. In the summer silence, I was getting violent. In the summer silence, I was doing nothing.
hopefully this clips, because if it's the movie, you only got 20 views. Aiden makes things. Thanks, Elva. Okay, guys. Oh, you're not my sponsor. If you want to sponsor me, somebody else do that, okay?
So, before we delve into this series itself, there's a few things I want to set up. Firstly, this is not technically Slender Man. I know that's weird, but let me explain. Before the invention of AI art, people actually used to fucking give a shit about copyright. And so, to avoid copying Victor Surge's work, they named the character the Operator. By this time, Slender wasn't as popular. I mean, shit, this was literally made, like, not too long after the actual Something Awful post. Literally, the actor for Jay, who is one of the directors, just went up to the guy who plays Alex, Joseph, and said, "Hey, nobody's made videos about Slender Man. What if we did that? Oh, that's a cool idea." And that's basically how the series came to be. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I think the name Operator sounds 50 times more scarier than Slender Man. Like, the Operator. That just sounds scarier in my opinion. I don't know why. If there's one key difference, he doesn't have tentacles. Everybody draws him with tentacles. He don't got those in this. Next up, there are no such things as proxies. Proxies are this idea in the Slender internet canon that Slender
You know how I said I wish I would con Squidward? It was because of his tentacles.
has these people who he mind controls to do his dirty work. This series does not have that. Next up, there is lots of shots in this series of basically nothing and characters just walking, and it's pretty much done to make
Well, actually, no, I also meant the part of the long nose, too.
it realistic and build atmosphere. I mean, if they're recording everything, they're recording everything. Funny enough, I've seen people complain about this, but yet the Backroom series by Kane Pixels is praised for this exact thing. Like, what's different? The only difference is in the Kane Pixel ones, they're walking through liminal spaces. In this, they're walking through, like, the woods and apartments and abandoned buildings. There's, like, virtually no difference here. And finally, there is some info that is not explained in the series, but the creators themselves have stated, and I'll bring that up whenever necessary. One last thing, this series does involve some dark topics, mainly involving mental health. So, if that upsets you, fuck off, I guess, I don't know. Also, for these videos, I downloaded uploads of every single season with each episode in one giant video, uploaded by a user named Bacon Freak on YouTube. For some reason, I don't know why, but, like, the exposure is a bit brighter. Like, the darkness and pitch black is not fully pitch black. So to fix that, I'm just gonna lower the exposure a bit. But Seriously, thank you, Bacon Freak, for uploading these. Oh my god, like, you don't know how much you saved me the pain of having to download every individual fucking video. Anyway, I'm gonna shut the fuck up now. Let's actually talk about the series. The first video, Introduction, is from our character named Jay. He's pretty much the main character of this series. He states that back in college, him and his friend Alex were making a student film named Marble Hornets. However, Alex ended up scrapping the film, and people who worked with Alex, including Jay himself, noted that Alex, over time, got really, really irrational, rude, and paranoid, and nobody really knows why. After canceling it, Jay asked Alex, "What are you gonna do with all the tapes?" Alex responds, "Burn them." Jay himself was a film student and didn't want to see all this work go to waste, so he asked Alex if he could just take the tapes instead of him burning them, and Alex said sure.
We do not care.
Continue.
But asked Jay to promise never ever bring up Marble Hornets again to me. Not too long after, Alex ended up transferring to another school, and Jay has not seen him since. As Jay states, he can't find the exact dates, but all he can say is that it probably took place in the summer of 2006. And Jay himself states he's gonna upload what he finds on each tape. And I'm not gonna go into
Oh, steak. Yep. That's definitely his uncle.
detail about every entry.
So that was a fucking lie.
I
Oh,
will
if you
point
don't
out
know
stuff
that-
that's important in most of them.
If you don't know what I'm talking about right here, hang up.
Now, before we dabble onto the mystery of why this film was seemingly scrapped by Alex, let's talk about the people who we got to play in it. Seth and Sarah are two minor characters I want to get out of the way. They're presumably dead from the operator, and they show up like once or twice. Tim, he's so fucking handsome! Anyway, Tim plays as one of the, I guess you could say, major characters. Tim's friend, Brian, plays as the lead character. Alex and Jay presumably played as other characters in the film, probably because they couldn't get a whole bunch of actors. But anyway, mainly remember these names: Tim, Alex, and Jay. Brian and a character later on named Jessica are also very important, but these are the main three, basically. Anyway, let's go ahead and actually talk about what Jay finds. As Jay goes through entries, he can see that there's this strange tall man with no face and what appears to be a suit and tie. Usually, videos
He will find us at the back rooms right now.
with this person seem to have either video distortion or audio distortion. Not only that, but Alex in some of these tapes seems almost paranoid or scared and recording his tapes. Video distortion, what appears to be, he can see that there's, let's go ahead and act important, but these are the main three, basically. Anyway, let's go ahead and actually talk about. But these are the main three, basically. Anyway, let's go ahead.
That is literally the back rooms.
And actually talk about what Jay finds. As Jay goes through the entries, he can see that there's this strange tall man with no face and what appears to be a suit and tie. Usually, videos with this person seem to have either video distortion or audio distortion. Not only that, but Alex in some of these tapes seems almost paranoid or scared and recording himself seeming like he's on edge. Also, entry 5 has severe audio distortion so loud that when I first watched it, I actually physically threw my headset off my fucking head.
Oh, now you're playing that song? But that song is literally from The Locust.
It's so easy to become a podcaster with
No, it's
Riverside.
not. Locust sound. Bro, this is literally what the locust sound like. See if this locust? Nope. This could be way different. You know from Dr. Nowhere, locust toe. This guy, what he sounds like. Locust tone. Gill sound. Oh, what's this? It's untouched. That's the sound. Also, I proved my point. Mwahaha.
We do not care.
Yeah,
First,
shut the
go to
frick
Renaissance
up.
and open an account. When you're ready to record, just
But overall, season 1 mainly consists of tapes of the actors acting, behind the scenes shots of, for some reason, Alex trying to set up like a behind the scenes thing of a film he hasn't even finished, and just Alex being paranoid. But throughout a majority of them, in the background somewhere, quietly or subtly, is that tall, strange man. It seems that after whatever this strange tall man did to Alex, maybe out of paranoia,
Wanna know this man? Dead or alive? It's this man. Slender Man.
he just became a fucking pain in the ass to work with.
Yeah, act. How about that?
Oh yeah, that's real nice, considering how much you're paying us and everything.
Why would I pay you for what you're giving me? I mean, really?
Oh, that's real nice.
Who else is gonna work with you with this attitude?
Next up, there's a second channel
Yeah, she's gonna work with you with this attitude.
which began uploading videos related to Marble Hornets, named To the Ark. This part of the series itself is meant to serve as one of the many ARG aspects, along with the account having a Twitter, which Jay would update. It's never explained who runs the To the Ark channel. Perhaps it's the operator, perhaps it's one of his henchmen, we'll get into that later. But it appears that the
Henchman. No. See, everyone no. If it's your grandpa's name, it's your grandma's name. Some of that, but still, Noah's a creature, okay? Like, that's no. I mean, there's a Minecraft no. Guys, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. This is a Minecraft one.
person uploading it is usually one step behind the main characters.
You know what? I'll let this video take an hour. I don't really care. To the Ark? Are you kidding me? We could go back on that. To the Ark. Okay, this is the channel. Just give it a big subscribe right there. No. It's his first video. Regards. Next video. Operator. Listen. But I'll totally listen for you. Night. Listen. Opera. Debra. It's connected to this song, guys. Night of the Opera. I'm scared I'll get copyrighted, so I won't press on it. But just in case.
We do not care.
Yeah. Anyways. Next. I really do need an editor. I wish I could. He wanna be my editor. A ton. So guys, new video reminder today. How to not get traumatized. I probably spelled that wrong. Yep. Trying to not to get traumatized. I did it wrong again. Hey, emotional trauma. I don't stop being triggered. I don't want to be traumatized though. I don't want to be traumatized for what I just saw. I don't feel broken. I don't want to. I'm traumatized. Well. Hey,
you or someone you love has ever experienced trauma, I'm a psychologist,
and
and I want you to imagine for a moment you have this wound and the pain is unbearable. So the most natural response is to keep it covered, hide it away. But inevitably, people brush past that wound and they have no idea the pain that it causes. All they see are these intense emotional responses, and to them, it just seems like an overreaction. And so to try and fit in and feel normal, you numb it. Maybe with drugs, alcohol, or staying busy. And that works for now, but it doesn't let the wound heal. Part of healing is to recognize how that.
What just happened? Someone freaking hacked me. Anyways, let's go back to the video, shall we? Finally, it's time. I know he's talking about. It's okay. Let's go. History. Here we go. Let's continue.
Running an online brand? Yeah, it's a lot. Getting your domain on Wix? Easy.
And these videos often are full of really, really cryptic hints that one of them took 4 years to solve after season 3. We're on season 1, by the way, still. And this said mystery was in season 1. To the Ark also helped give us a name for this tall being, the Operator. To the Ark itself has a lot of references to Noah's Ark. hence the name. Eventually on one tape, it appears the operator enters Alex's house, and then in the next shot, Alex's head is covered in blood. Also, I forgot to mention this, I'm sorry, but Jay very, very often comments on what's going on in the entries, which I really think is kind of unique, and I kind of wish some ARGs and horror series did it more. Like, it feels weird when you have your character or a person uploading these lost tapes, but like, they don't comment on it or try to comment on it. But anyway, after seeing this tape of Alex's head covered in blood, Jay states that he really needs to find out where Alex is gone, fearing that he's in danger. In order to do this, Jay finds who is in the Marble Hornets film, and is a man who I think is honestly very fucking handsome, Tim. I've been told by my family my taste in men is strange, and I think this is only fueling that fire. Jay tries to, very fucking awkwardly, pry some answers out of Tim. Tim does answer a few questions, mainly that he was only on the film because his friend Brian was in it as well, and Tim just kind of got thrown into it, basically. He also explains he basically doesn't know Alex.
Okay. Are you kidding me? It's not even 30 minutes yet.
Alex, other than what he experienced with Alex when making Marble Hornets. He suggests that Jay probably go talk to Brian, who Tim himself actually hasn't heard from in a very long time, saying that maybe Brian can help Jay find his answers. In the next entry, Jay states he got from an anonymous source the address to Brian's house. I get the feeling Jay could very easily get his online fucking accounts.
Who else remember the secret door, bruh? That been a long time ago.
Stolen. Hey you, anonymous person, thanks for the address. I'm not gonna lie, when I first watched this, I actually just assumed To The Ark gave him the address. But upon Jay entering the house, it very clearly is abandoned, and there's trash everywhere, furniture is flipped over. It's very fucking clear that whoever lived here either trashed it and ran, or it's been abandoned for God knows how long. But despite this, it does seem like there is some evidence of people living here, or at least someone living here. Jay seemingly has a very random, violent coughing fit, making him stumble onto his knees. While there, Jay ends up finding some kind of disturbing and questionable things. He ends up finding a sink full of dry blood, some drawings that appear to be made by Alex, a bottle of pills, and a bullet casing. It's very clear Brian is either gone, dead, or has moved, and somebody is living here that is not okay. Strangely enough, those drawings, if they were made by Alex, what was Alex doing at Brian's house?
Me don't know. Me don't care. And the answer is, I'm doing this again.
We do not care.
And presuming this filming was done a long time ago, why are the papers still white? Like, I have a bunch of spare papers by my side.
It's called, if you clean your room every once a year, it will stay clean, not get dust or anything, I guess, or moldy, or rats eat it. I never even learned that, but I'm just guessing.
And after just about a year or two of not being touched, they eventually start to turn yellow. So how this paper is still white is a bit strange. Jay himself states that he'll come back, and after Jay uploaded this video, Marble Hornets uploaded their own video. You remember that violent coughing spell Jay had?
Tired of having to stream in
guys,
720p in
I just saw the
StreamYard or having to pay more
backwards.
to get 1080p quality? We got you. Start using EVMux, which is
I don't want you. Isn't this a background?
Somebody was in that house with him. This means that whatever's going on with To the Ark is most likely a threat. We temporarily cut back to some footage of Tim practicing his lines and whatever, and in the background we can see that the operator is barely visible behind some trees. However, it looks like To the Ark doesn't appreciate Jay not coming back, and basically sends a video begging him to come back, with this really creepy voice.
Just wait till we're alone together. Then I will tell you something new, something cold, something sleepy, something of peace and the long, bright curve of space. Banish them, refuse to speak, leave them, go upstairs to your room. I will be waiting for you. I will surround your bed, close the windows. None ever again be able to enter.
Apparently, this was done by Joseph, the actor of Alex, just wearing a gas mask and talking creepy. Jay decides to go back and see if maybe there was some evidence that he missed while he was there. Also, Jay, being smart, decides to bring a knife with him this time. The house is now seemingly worse. While there, Jay finds a doll that was not there before. And then...
Yeah, maybe it's Slenderman's voodoo doll. Maybe you want to cut the head off.
Alex? Alex?
Why is his skin white? That's not Slenderman, I don't think. Look, he's about to scare my more than his life. Did Bo do the 1-2 pound to him? That he mean by minions. He's wearing a mask. Alex is a minion.
It's now very clear the operator is not the only threat to Jay right now. According to Jay, his camera cuts out, and for some reason, he can't remember what else happened after that. It's like it just escaped his memory. The only thing he recalled after this was that he woke up in his car that was off the road in the middle of the day. Everything that happened that night just seemingly vanished from his memory. Jay states that he's starting to regret getting involved with whatever it was that caused Alex to have blood on his head, or whatever caused Marble Hornets to end. The To the Ark channel uploads a video.
Okay, am I crazy, or when did this auto dub feature come out?
Video stating that Jay, presumably, has been keeping secrets. And in the next entry, Jay states what those secrets are. See, I haven't mentioned it, but on the Twitter account, as the entries have gone over time, Jay has stated on this Twitter account that he's been feeling strange, he's been having insomnia, he's just been feeling really paranoid. This itself is to mainly add to the whole ARG aspect to make it feel a bit more realistic, to show that not everything is exclusively happening on this channel. And Jay decides, as a way to maybe help, mainly with the paranoia part, he records himself. I don't blame him for getting paranoia when seeing a creepy tall man in the background of tapes, and especially after what happened in that last entry. But Jay states that pretty much nothing has happened. Jay states that after this weird glitch affected the camera, he just disappeared from his bed for the next 3 hours of the footage. Jay himself states he did get up at one point, but not for 3 hours. Jay himself pretty much concludes that this person in the mask is most likely the person running that To the Ark channel. Jay states that because of all this shit going on, he's been pretty much just living in his house with his doors and windows locked. He's too afraid to go out because of whatever the hell is going on. We get a video from To the Ark that may or may not show what happened during that 3 hours.
This was the same video I watched.
Hey, what's up guys? Nunu here.
How
So
I got
I've just created
traumatized.
all of
Shut
these
up,
3D models
bruh.
using AI, and honestly, the results are pretty impressive. We are talking image to 3D, portrait generation, multi-angle views, and it exports in all the popular formats like FBX and OBJ. You can even send your models directly to a 3D printer. The tool I'm using is called Item 3D, and it's a next-gen AI 3D model generator designed for creators like us who need high-quality 3D assets for animation.
After this, Jay decides to finally look at those items he took from the house. And there's a few strange things, mainly the pill bottle. In the video, you can hear pills rattling in the bottle. But when Jay opens it, it's empty. Jay states that he seems to have lost the bullet case, or the more likely example, To the Ark took it. Jay looks at the papers and notices this strange symbol with a circle and an X in it, which has been seemingly showing up throughout most of the videos. On the back of one of the
I know what it looks like, but I want to see. Just see if it looks like this. A circle with an X, but it's white and black.
The papers is written "at the tower," and it's presumably this tower that Alex and Jay visited when trying to find spots to record. Eventually, we see another tape of what appears to be Alex and Jay just chilling and waiting for Tim to show up to presumably do some behind-the-scenes thing, and it just feels weird with how happy and calm Alex is compared to what else we've seen. And something to note is that when Tim does arrive, he seems to have some really bad cough or cold.
Wow. I was sure to come if you were sick. I know. You alright, Tim? Need anything?
No, I'm okay.
What's that?
Just some medicine I have to take.
Do you need to go home? Should we cut?
No, I'm fine.
Tim himself takes some pills, which are apparently meant to help him with his cough. And Jay notes that apparently they look a lot like the pill bottles.
So it was not the pills that he has to, it was secretly a pills that would turn him to a goon.
He found at the house. Mate, not every pill bottle is going to look different from the next one. For all we know, he was taking Viagra. Jay decides to finally visit that tower, and while there, finds a tape. The tape itself shows Alex and Seth exploring what appears to be some old abandoned building. While there, they even find some dry blood stains, kind of like what was seen in Brian's house. Eventually, presumably the operator attacks Seth, after which Alex takes the camera and then records himself, presumably in his house.
Seth is gone. I don't remember what happened. We were the only two left, and I left him. Brian is gone. Tim, and Jay, and Sarah. Everyone is gone. I just woke up in this house with the tape. Seth's camera is gone. All I can remember from the night is right here. All I can remember at all is on the tape now.
Is this all one video or is this separate? Because if they did this masterpiece, bro.
I'm leaving this house. I thought I would be safer here by running away.
If I get jump scared, okay, jump scare in 3,
But everything's just gotten
2,
worse.
1.
I'm going back to my home. And I'm burning these tapes. All of them.
There's two things I want to point out here that are a bit odd. Firstly, Alex appears to be suffering from the same memory loss as Jay. Does this mean it's some sort of side effect of exposure to the operator? And next up, he says that everyone's dead. Jay, Tim, everyone, but Jay is alive and so is Tim. Is this just simply part of his memory loss, or has he not talked to them in so long that he assumes the operator got to them? Jay now becomes desperate for answers on just what the fuck is going on, and decides for a third time, because, you know, whatever doesn't kill you the first time will most likely succeed the third. But he is just desperate for answers, and he makes the smart fucking choice of actually going there during the day. Took you long enough. I think after your first visit, you should know no one lives there. While there, he finds that weird doll, now moved again. Upon going to the bathroom, the sink is now perfectly clean. When going into this strange person's room, he finds the pill bottle with pills. Does this mean they took the pills for some reason? Possibly, did they swap it out with an empty bottle, or did they just take—
All that pills he got make him have memory loss. The frick? Okay, keep recording now.
Take the full bottle, pour it into an empty bottle, and then leave the empty one there at Jay's house? I don't know. It's a bit fucking weird. This is honestly the least of our concerns when it comes to this story. Eventually, Jay appears to enter a room, but it's the same bedroom as before. But now the lights are off, and it appears there's no sun shining. Through the window anymore, but it was just daylight a few seconds ago. Jay appears to hear somebody entering through the house and decides to lock himself in what appears to be the bathroom. But upon turning his flashlight back on, he's in that weird closet-made bedroom.
Need to run Windows on your Mac? Parallels Desktop makes it simple to integrate Windows apps.
After what appears to be some camera distortion, Jay can hear water dripping.
How's it not the 30-minute
And next thing he knows, he's in that same abandoned building Alex and Seth were in. After that, according to Jay, he woke up the next day in his own home and found that the camera no longer functions as a camera. But luckily, the footage is still intact. Just like normal, Jay does not recall anything other than what was on camera. Whatever happened off camera, he cannot recall. Jay states wisely, he is never returning to that house. He should have done that in the first place, dog. He says he's done, and he doesn't even want answers anymore. He just wants to get out of whatever the fuck is going on.
can move? I never knew that the first 2 times. Why is it terrible handwriting?
The next episode shows some security cameras that Jay had installed in his home. Also, can I just comment, why does your bedroom have brick walls? Do you live in a fucking prison? And something strange happens. Jay exits through a door, but in the other cameras, the door never even opened. According to Jay, in the footage, he was gone for 2 hours.
We will wait for you to know more. Control is being taken away from you. From the start, it's been a game for us. Not anymore. I'm coming for you, and you will lead me to the ark.
After that last To the Ark video, Jay decides to stay in a hotel. And in his next video, he learns that his apartment was burnt down. Anyway, a minor deviation off the subject here. What is going on with time and space? Jay just went from the house in the middle of the day to it suddenly being night, and then suddenly the house at night to that abandoned billing, I can't fucking English, man. That abandoned building that Alex and Seth were in. It looks like the operator is somehow able to both erase his memory, seemingly, and seemingly even distort reality. And in the final entry, Jay states that after all this, after losing his apartment, after losing all of his memory, after having to stay in hotels and being stalked, he's done.
In fact, I haven't thought about it in the past week, and frankly, I've been feeling a lot better. My memory's better, I'm not as paranoid, I'm not looking over my shoulder all the time like I used to be. So I think that this is for the best. So this is going to be the last entry that I'll be posting.
Oh, thank God, the 30-minute mark. Nah. Oh, bye. I'll see those in a second. But, bye, guys.